intimidating seas with the sound of a tone. I'm only rapping this microphone. Don't stop. I'm not finished yet. You said I'm not the B. You want to make a bet? Remember this line, you in the danger zone. Danger zone. Chimparilla2k is in the house. Thank you for checking on me. I am chilling. Joe Rogan was popping last night at America 250 celebration. People, did you watch the fights or did you like boycott the fights? I don't know. Tell us about it. And thank you, a gleeful thank you from the Chimparilla2k. Thank you, Snubble Bubble. Thank you, Callie. Yo, Callie, what's up? G-Ratus. So did you tune in? Were you fight watching or were you boycotting? I don't know. I'm not telling you what kind of politics to get into because I'm not one to talk about politics, nor am I one to give advice about that stuff because I really don't care and I don't know. But the fights were fire. I watched them. I watched the fights. I got no problem with it. Do I got beat that Chelsea Green went to do her appearance over there, as part of her, mandated job curriculum for WWE appearances? No, I got no problem with Chelsea Green being over there. I got no problem with that at all. Okay, Cali Rex chimes in and says, "Don't give a F about politics. Fuck that shit, man." And you got to follow Snubble Bubble. Anybody with a name like Snubble Bubble got to get a follow from the Chimparilla2k. You definitely got to follow. Yeah, the fights were fire. Honestly, I get it. It's a little propaganda, but having them the Marines cheering for the one guy that wasn't even American, but he was a Marine and he was, I think, Brazilian maybe, and they were cheering when he knocked the other guy out. Like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I got, our Marines are cheering there. We're having some, guy in our own military singing a song in Portuguese or Spanish, for the intro of a guy from another country and people clapping and cheering. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, I know it's propaganda, but I mean, it wasn't bad. People were really bagging on Chelsea Green. I mean, Chelsea Green and she is popping right now in WWE, and they were just bagging on Chelsea Green. And, oh, how could she do this? How could she do this? And guess what? Her boss told her to go do it, and she did it because she's under contract. She wants to get paid. Or maybe she did it because she doesn't agree with everything, but she wants to build bridges. I don't know. Yeah, Fury, I seen that guy. He was there. He really actually looked better than I've seen him look in a long time. I mean, golly. Dude was like, and one of the fighters, when he won, he was like, y'all want to call me back for the main event? I'll knock them two motherfuckers out too. That last fight, that guy just beat his face up so bad. I mean, his eye was swelled shut. He probably broke his orbital. You could hear him say it like, oh, I can't see out of my eye. And then they call the rep in and like doing all this stuff. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's garbage. Let me see if I can adjust that. I'll make an adjustment. I'll drop y'all down. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, you know, I'll dial that back. Hopefully that adjustment doesn't pop y'all into another world, a plethora of ads and stuff that supposedly is, you know, whatever. It's all good. Thank you. I've been eating all the way. I'm a big yeet guy, and but you know, right now it's all about the bloodline reunification, blah blah blah. Pretty much everybody was tired of it, you know. Big Jim never got a title shot. Jay got a title in like a second, you know. To me, it's like, you know, TKO scrambling around and they don't have any money and they're like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We don't know what to do. Well, what worked in the past, that's what we're going to do. So let's put Jimmy and Jay back together. They're tag teams again. And by the way, we don't care if the New Day quits. Goodbye, New Day. I care, but TKO don't care. At least they didn't railroad them like they did Sasha Banks and Naomi. But they didn't walk out when they were tag team champions either. One thing you'll learn about WWE, even pre-TKO, is they can craft a narrative that spins to their side very easily. They can really craft out a narrative to say, like, oh, these people are bad people. Mandy Rose, she was showing herself, and we're a family company. Whatever. Don't give me that bull crap. Bottom line is, the truth of it is maybe well, I ain't going to say the truth of it. Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe the fact of it was your boss guy, what's his name, Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid, couldn't, resist and kept making some kind of, whether they were appropriate or not, I don't know. But they were making some kind of like, hey, trying to hook up with Mandy Rose, basically. And she spurred him, and he got mad. Goodbye, Mandy Rose. There is no backing on that story whatsoever. Just so you know, there's nothing to corroborate this information. It is literally scuttlebutt by the true meaning of the word scuttlebutt. But something happened. Yeah, don't you know the Chimparilla2k all about the yeet? New York Knicks out there yeeting all over Madison Square Garden, yeeting all over their whole city, yeeting everywhere. World Cup action, yeeting off big time. Mexico, baby, come on, Mexico. I'm cool with the U.S. too. Don't get me wrong, I love the U.S. Mexico's got they're dynamic. Dude, I have not seen the Northern Lights since I was like 20. That is so awesome that you named that brand off. Cali Rex, talking about the Northern Lights. I'm an after eat smoker, so I'm not a before eat smoker. But this is the strawberry diesel right here. I got the strawberry D, which it's kind of like I used to get some blueberry weed a long time ago, and it was kind of like this. Like it's like the taste is kind of in the back of your, kind of like back here in the back of your mouth more, and it burns a little hot, but it's really good. It definitely does taste like it too. This is the one I've really been. Oh no, this is the permanent marker. I like it, but it's so permanent marker tasting. It's like you just taste nothing but permanent marker the whole time. But I mean, I guess some people like that. I don't know. So that's the permanent marker. I'll probably either get into. I noticed I like this Runts Diesel. It's got a ginormous bud in here. Actually, it's got 3 pretty good sized buds. Let me cover that light up. The Runts is what I probably might end up smoking. It's like a ginormous bud of Runts Diesel. Let me see what can give you an idea of what size this is. Here is, yeah, there's my finger. Wouldn't be cool to hold it up and measure it next to my penis, right? Because then like my penis would look really tiny compared to the size of the bud. It'd be like super small. And y'all be totally grossed out too. But there's also, I smoked a good bit of this yesterday. That sweet spelled with a Z, sweet insanity. And I kept joking around and saying, well, if you're already insane like me, this stuff makes you normal. I still got a little nugget of the Georgia pie. I did smoke some of that yesterday too. I like the Georgia pie. Oh, wait, is that the black? Yeah, the Georgia pie's been smoked. This is the black GMO. You can kind of see the blackness to it, like the little dark purple, dark purple, dark purple. And I totally would love to have you hang out and smoke too if you can stay long enough. But I just got to like put something in my belly first. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm going to smoke and then eat. I'm going to eat and then smoke. I'm not a smoke and then eat and then smoke some more guy. This is just some cream of wheat cereal, but I add in a couple of spoons of buckwheat. Buckwheat has a whole wheat grain, which includes that wheat germ, which has all the protein part of it, you know. So I like to add a little bit of that in there. Couple of heaping spoonfuls will do it. There we go. I haven't tried the plain buckwheats yet. Do you remember buckwheat cereal? That shit was good. That shit was good. There isn't a whole lot of cereals you can get that don't have sugar. They all got sugar. Yeah, I'm loving those fucking nuggets. The nuggets and the smokage. Oh my gosh. And what I really like to do is like smoke a little bit and then smoke more before I go into the thrift outlet and thrift shop or stuff to sell online. Actually, like, yeah, if I smoke, it helps me like in the thrift outlet, you know, I'll be like, oh, everybody be running around to get the stuff that just came out. And I'll be like, oh, I'm so stoned. I can't run. I don't even care. And then I'll find like the stuff they leave behind. They leave tons of stuff behind, and there's no reason to run for some. I ain't running for no freaking $2 item at a thrift outlet or a handful of $2 items that you might fucking go through and then end up with like 4 of them or something, you know. Fuck that. I ain't fucking running for that. They can have it. Anyways, I go behind them and they leave so much good stuff behind. I'll be like, oh, there's Polo Ralph Lauren. Poop, poop, poop. Oh, there's fucking White House Black Market. Poop, poop, poop. Oh, there's Diane von Furstenberg. Oh. It's kind of funny because I worked in the retail stores and I was in management, so I can go in the outlet and see how good the stores are doing or how bad they're doing by what's in the outlet bins. And I can kind of do that to get a little temperature or a gauge of the climate of how the company's doing on a whole for that area Goodwill, which in this area is Central Texas. Yeah, I used to get Northern Lights. One of my favorite brands was something called Shoreline. Have you ever smoked any Shoreline? I mean, that shit is just fucking so sticky and good. Oh my God, I loved it. Out of orange juice, out of yogurt, so there'll be no smoothie today. It's going to be all water. Water, water, water with breakfast. It's like a real mealy kind of thing. Look at that. It's like, you know, oh, excuse me, sir, may I have some more porridge? It's definitely porridge. I don't know why. I guess porridge just meant like, you know, you take some old bones or some skin or whatever and boil it. Or plant matter, like wheat or something, and boil it until you have like a thin kind of gruel kind of thing like this. I used to literally eat nothing but cereal and milk every day. Cereal and milk, cereal and milk, cereal and milk, cereal and milk. But then, you know, I was like, I had like a little like lung thing going, a cough, cold, whatever, lung infection, whatever. You know, I smoked a lot of weed, a lot of years. And I was like eating a lot of hot cream of wheat in the morning. I'd make it like really thin, like a hot drink, you know, and it would just literally like go in there and like heat up all the lung No, I don't know. It's weird. Also, no fake. Like, I love the cereal, but the milk totally makes me bubbly. The milk, it's my belief that the milk makes me generate a lot of the old yucky yuck flimmy stuff. Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. Them dudes ain't never been locked up. Come on. They ain't never been behind the fence. And they damn sure ain't never did no stretch, I guarantee you. Yeet! Yeet, yeet! Is WWE kind of like desperate? Are they like, what's going on with LA Knight? Are they still sleeping on this guy? I think what somebody on the dirt sheets was like, yeah, they really need to back off of Chelsea Green. They need to slow down and let her kind of cook a little bit, let her like simmer, if you will. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Like they cooked LA Knight's career? They slept on that dude. He had tons of pop and they slept right over it. And oh my gosh, like don't even get me started on Tiffy Stratton because they literally screwed her over to high heaven. How do you have Tiffy over with the fans, super face, and really on top of everything and really talented? I mean, I wasn't a fan much until I saw Charlotte jump off that corner apron or Tiffy jump off. Charlotte was not in the right spot. Tiffy busts her ass and still gets up and finishes the match and has nothing bad to say. But, how the hell do you have Tiffy get pancaked, and I mean squashed by Jade, which it was a horrible heel turn because there was no backstory. TKO's fault. They don't want to pay these writers. They don't want to take time for backstories anymore. And, then all of a sudden, why do you think, but anyway, so Tippy gets pounced, trounced, pounded, defeated, embarrassed, squashed, pancaked. She got a slobber noggin, where they hit you so hard, they knock all the slobber out of your noggin. And then she gets no rematch whatsoever. Oh, well, she doesn't deserve it. She got pancaked. Dude, come on. And then they put up Jade to go against Rhea in the big PLE. What was it? WrestleMania. Just to have Rhea win? No, that was terrible. That was, first of all, Rhea shouldn't even have been in that match. I'm sorry. But 6 WrestleManias or whatever, 5 WrestleManias in a row for a title shot. Triple H's Golden Girl. No. Shouldn't even have been there. I'll say it. So Tiffy gets pancaked, put down to the mid-card title. Her career is basically like falling apart at the seams, if you will. Not completely, but she's busted down for sure. And Io gets basically nothing but all her friends fired. And Rhea's up there with the belt talking about, I'm injured again, going to have to relinquish the belt again. You can't tell Jade's characters moving down the mid-card are going to stay up there at the top. It's really like a big rigmarole. And who got screwed? Io Sky. And I'll say it. Tippy got screwed. Straight in, no lube. Makes no sense. And you can't even make this shit up. Like, are you just trying to drive fans over to AEW? Like, literally, it smacks of CEO entitlement, you know. CEO Class A personality run around, you know, firing whoever they want and doing whatever they want with no, what do they call that stuff? Accountability. And Sami Zayn, I'm just like, come on. Why bother putting the bloodline back together if you're not going to have the honorary Uce? The guy that made up terms like Jay feeling a little oozy today. Like the bloodline is flat without an honorary Uce. I'm sorry. And why do the Vision and the Bloodline have no female members? That makes no freaking sense whatsoever. The Vision really should pull Maxine Dupree at the very least. Maybe they could pull in all of Alpha Academy and have all three of them turn heel. I don't know. I'm just make this shit up as I go, you know. I did see Otis got in the ring with Obafemi, and he did okay. I watched it on a replay a couple weeks ago. Tozawa was one of my favorite guys. He was scheduled for the match with Oba, but he bailed out. He was like, no, I can't do it. So then Tozawa bails out. Otis gets in there and actually like runs around the ring and like, you know, almost gets a move off or maybe a move and a half or two before Oba, you know, ends it. Is Tatum Paxley really coming up? Because apparently Tatum Paxley waved goodbye to fans on NXT after she lost. Looks like she's coming up to the main roster along with Kalani Jordan. Much deserved. I like Jada Parker too. If Jada Parker went main roster, I would be totally happy with that, but it doesn't look like that's what's going to happen. The other question I have is there going to be any male people coming up to main roster along with those two? I mean, my guess is Zarya is going to stay behind more and work her way up to the main title shot for NXT title. I don't dislike Zarya at all. People love Zarya. She has like this earthy kind of power, kind of inner power kind of thing, like inner warrior kind of thing, like Sarah Logan had back when the Riot Squad was going with Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, and Liv Morgan, by the way. Yeah, that's good. Yeet. I don't dislike Roman Reigns at all. I don't. And this time it looks like he's, doing stuff without help. Apparently, I don't know, whatever. Orchestrating events, fighting his own matches. I got no problem with Seth Rollins. The real thing is like, how far up can Chad Gable shoot now that he's given up the El Grande role and is becoming a face again? How far will he make that main title shot? He hasn't even won the mid-card title yet. And he definitely can win that very quickly. I could see him taking Penta down. But this Grande Americano whole story with AAA has skyrocketed his career. His stock is super high. And he should be a champion. In fact, for that matter, riding this extreme wave of popularity, the Rayo and Bravo should have a shot at the tag team titles and could easily carry them and win them. And as well, I'm of the belief that this move with El Grande Americano, formerly known as Kaiser, being so over the top popular with a wave of popularity that's just literally like an ocean tidal wave, a tsunami, if you will. Why not ride that all the way to the top too and have him face off with his old buddy Gunther for the main title over there? And you could have El Grande Americano having that title, which is the WWE title, and you could have Gables holding the heavyweight championship title. Either or. Main point is I would love to see Kaiser's El Grande Americano beat Gunther. And I really believe he could. I mean, in the beginning, a couple of years ago when Gunther was still, and Kaiser and those guys were in Imperium, and Gunther would lay the chops in when Kaiser would lose. Kaiser wasn't going to beat Gunther back then, but Kaiser's bigger than Gunther now. They go to France and they're chanting for El Grande and they're cheering like crazy for Rayo and Bravo. They go to Italy, they're chanting for Grande Americano and going crazy for Rayo and Bravo. I think they were talking about Tyson Fury earlier in the chat, and I noticed when Tyson Fury first came on that MMA show last night, that he had that hat on. I guess it was some kind of supporting his political affiliate that he stands for. Whatever. I don't got no problem with that. But the hat, like, he didn't want to take the hat off, and the lighting was shading his whole face with the hat. And through the whole interview, he looked like, I don't know, like shaded. Couldn't hardly see his face. Man, oh man. Slowing down a little bit over here, team. My porridge shit is filling me right up. What else do we got? What else do we got? We got black GMO, sweet insanity. We've got the strawberry. The strawberry was a strawberry diesel, or the Runts diesel, or wait, strawberry diesel, Runts diesel. We've got strawberry diesel, Runts diesel. We've got we got the Mac 1. I think that's all of them right now to choose from. And we got yeah. We have the candy fumes also. So you can pick it out and tell me which one at any point, if you're even still there. Excuse me. That's a product list that I can choose from right now. Oh, that's good. That was some good eating. I'm going to go ahead and bug out on the YouTube live stream we were doing, in stream on YouTube at Y2 Content, Content. We're bugging out on